Welcome back, complete men. Today we get to talk about burnout and how to avoid it. Well, first of all, my name is Pradeep Sangha, and I and my firm, we are advisors to business owners, executives, high performing men in all areas of life. And our goal is to really help you perform at your highest potential so that you're able to achieve all those things that you want in life, have that great relationship, have that great business, make the money that you want to make, and be in great health, and ultimately be fulfilled in life. So today's conversation is around burnout, which is something that many men deal with and are challenged with. In fact, in my own personal circle, there are many men that I'm friends with or am related to that are experiencing or on the verge of burnout. So it's very near and dear to my heart because I have seen the impact that burnout has on individuals, particularly men. So today I'm going to be covering four particular elements when it comes to burnout and breaking some of the myths as well. So let's just jump right into it here. I'm going to bring something up. The first thing to understand is that working too much is not the path to burnout. That's not necessarily it. And what men believe is that if they work less, they are going to avoid burnout. And that's not what ends up happening. So I want you to remove that from your mind completely. By working less, you're not going to avoid burnout. In fact, you can still work more than the average man and avoid burnout. The average man may be able to burn out faster than you. And I'm going to talk about why and how that actually happens. So it's not necessarily about the amount of work that you're actually doing that causes burnout. The second element is that burnout is simply this. Burnout is energy out is greater than energy in, meaning that you're expending more energy that you're actually taking in. So think of yourself as a fuel cell. And fuel, basically, you're expending that energy. And unless you are recharging yourself, that cell will eventually lose all of its energy and then burn out. And that's what happens to us as men when we experience burnout is we've expended all of this energy and we have nothing left in the reserve. So for you to understand this is very, very important because you can simply do this one exercise, which is go throughout your week, take a piece of paper or a notepad or your digital notepad, whatever it is that you use, draw a line down the middle of the page, and on one side say energy out, and on the other side put down energy in, and track all the activities that you do. And you will see a pattern. You will see where your energy is being put out or expended and where what you're actually doing to actually bring energy in. And you'll most likely see that you're expending more energy than you're actually taking in. And that is a recipe for eventually getting down the path of hitting burnout. So it's a simple formula for you to understand. The third element is that it's not about working too much or working less to avoid burnout. It's actually about recovering more. So you can work long hours and put all your energy into it and still not burn out if you are actually recovering more. So those men who are able to perform at their highest level and maintain that for long periods of time are doing that, are able to do that because they are able and do and make recovery a priority. So you might be saying, "Hey, pretty well, how do I do that? I have limited amount of time in the first place, and I just don't know where to even start." Well, you have to understand what gives you energy, first of all. That's why I recommended that exercise. Secondly, you are doing activities right now outside of work, outside of those productive things that are not bringing you any energy, that you may just be wasting time. For example, watching TV. So instead of watching TV, you can do other things. For example, maybe get a massage or go for a walk in nature. Those things will re energize you. If you are going to watch TV, watch something that's a little bit more uplifting or gives you energy rather than the normal crap that's actually on TV, because that's going to drain your energy as well. So recover more. And the last element is, well, burnout is a sign. So you got to stop before you even get there. Think of it from this perspective. If you're driving down the highway and your car is on the path to hitting a brick wall, what does that tell you? You got to steer away or you got to change your path. And that's essentially it. Burnout is a sign. It's a sign that whatever you are doing is not working for you in particular. Could work for another guy, but not for you. So you have to change your approach. This isn't about, hey, I'm going to hit the brick wall and I'm going to be able to rebound and recover. No, because some guys just don't recover. Some guys have major physical ailments or illnesses or ailments like heart attack, stroke, because they haven't taken care of themselves. The vast majority of autoimmune disease, for example, a lot of it is caused by stress. And why stress yourself out to the point where you're causing yourself physical harm? You don't want to go there. So instead of hitting that brick wall and recovering, avoid it. Take a look at your lifestyle. Take a look at your strategy. What are you doing that's actually causing you to be on that path towards burnout? It's a very, very important sign to look out for. So let's just sum it up here. The first thing to remember is that burnout is avoidable. And that's something that you want to do. You don't want to hit the brick wall. And it's not due to working too much. Secondly, burnout is just simply expending more energy than you're taking in, which means you need to do the third thing, which is recover more. You need to do more things that bring energy into you. And that energy can be at four levels: cognitive energy, emotional energy, physical energy, or spiritual energy. So do things that feed those four areas of energy. And fourth, take a look at what you're doing, what your strategy and your approach is right now. Because if you are on the path to burnout, there's a reason for it. You want to change your approach so you don't get to that brick wall.